Hey, surprise! I'm back on my own channel for a unplanned. It's not really an unboxing because I already unboxed it, but I'm gonna check it out anyway. That's the brand new Genesis BBC Broadcasts 4LP set that I got today, 3rd of March. Also got released as a CD box set as well. I believe 5 discs. I opted for the vinyl, and I'm kind of regretting it because when I bought it, I thought the track listing would be the same, but you only got 24 tracks on this one. And as you all know, I did a video on my Genesis collection a year or so ago. They're in the top 5 for me. And this is nice. It's a collection of all the BBC broadcasts that were aired over the BBC from Genesis's long storied live career, dating back as early as 1972 and going all the way up to 1992. You've got not every era of Genesis represented, but you've got a good chunk of the Peter Gabriel and obviously the famous trio, which I remarked before. It's funny, you've got material from Gabriel on here, yet we still market, the infamous Banks, Rutherford, and Collins lineup, which is fine because they've just made some great music. And I don't know if I'm going to opt and grab the CD set now to be the completist. I've got the Genesis boxes among many of them back there. I think there's 3 of them over there: the movie box, the live box, and the live. Which one is that? Yeah, live, movie, and the 70 to 75. So I think I might get it. And Archives Volume 1 and 2. So that cover shot, I don't know where it's from. It looks like maybe Nebworth. But we'll see. Let's unwrap it. Let's unwrap it and find out. Okay. Nice that they're still giving us product here in 2023 after calling it a day. Righty. Okay. So we open up, and looks like we got a trifold there, kind of cover there of Tony. Hey, there's Steve. There's our guy Steve Hackett, who's probably easily my favorite member of Genesis these days, because he carries the torch. Probably circa 1976, 77, Wind and Wuthering. And then it opens up, I believe, like a trifold like this to see that full shot that we're talking about, which is really cool. And okay, let's take a look at the records real quick, shall we? And then we'll go over the track listing. Very cool. So we've got some notes on here as well. So we got another period. There's the 5. That's what we wanted to see. Oh, we didn't throw them on the cover, but we threw them on the inner sleeves. So that looks like, maybe 74-ish, coming towards the end. It looks like maybe for Peter. Okay, let's take a look at the vinyl. Some assorted memorabilia here. Genesis tickets, records, Atlantic, right? Let's take a look at the vinyl. And there it is. Get a better shot for you. There we go. Side 1, side 2. And you've got, Peter's A Flower represented on side 2. Very fitting. But we didn't get Supper's Ready on this now, did we? Let's take a look at the other ones real quick, and we'll go over the track listing. Again, this is for the vinyl only. It's a little bit different on the CD. And what versions did you get, if you got this at all? Okay, disc 2. Okay, travel stuff, lineup, memorabilia, flyers, Lindisfarne, Van de Graaff generator. Okay. And here's the other one, 1975. Yeah. Okay. And what's the image on this record? 2 dots. Weird. Oh, no, that wouldn't be Domino. I am really excited about having an official release of the Lyceum May 1980 show, which has been one of the most circulated Genesis bootlegs forever, YouTube and everywhere. But now it's got some of it has got an official release, and I think the CD version is more thorough with that. Here's the 3rd one. And then there were 3, probably around the We Can't Dance tour in 91-ish, 92. Nebworth obviously was there. I remember watching the Nebworth concert on MTV in 92. That was a big show for them. There's that early Paul Whitehead Genesis logo that you see on Foxtrot and Nursery Crime right there. And looks like there's a lot of sleeve notes here as well. Written all by Michael Hahn, which is nice. Cool. And let's just check out this one. That's the We Can't Dance logo on the back of record 3. 3 records, not 4. So triple record set. And the track listing is side 1 from Paris in 72, The Musical Box, great song. Stagnation from Sounds of the 70s. Again, these were shows that were on the BBC. So Sounds of the 70s was a BBC. Stagnation, which is one of the early highlights of the first, the first proper Genesis album, even though From Genesis to Revelation is the first Genesis album. I think myself and other people will say that Trespass really is the first true Genesis album. And Stagnation, nice that was included. Another 2 tracks from Nursery Crime, Harlequin and Harold the Barrel. Those are kind of funny, whimsical, quick, funny songs, jokey songs. And then from Top Gear in 1972, you get the great track from Foxtrot, Get 'Em Out by Friday. And then a 1975 performance from Wembley, which I guess was over the radio, just a regular FM broadcast, Watcher of the Skies. And then we get to the Lyceum May 1980 show, Dancing with the Moonlit Night, Carpet Crawlers, Behind the Lines, Duchess, Guide Vocal, Duke's Travels, and Duke's Ends. It's nice that we finally have an official live release of the Duke Suite as it was intended, with the way it was written. But of course, that we know they didn't release it that way when it was on Duke in 1980. They chose to break it up. And now, and I know it's been widely bootlegged, and I think it might have even gotten a release on Archive Volume 2, I believe it did, actually. So there was 2 Genesis Archive box sets in the 90s. One obviously being the Lamb one, the Peter Gabriel era one, and there was another one, Volume 2, and I think the Duke Suite was on that, but this is probably much more cleaned up, and I can't even get that anymore. More from Lyceum 1980, Say It's All Right, Joe, and The Lady Lies, all from And Then There Were 3. I Know What I Like in Your Wardrobe. So you've got Phil doing 1, 2, 3 Peter songs from that 1980 that are included on this vinyl specific set. Side 5, Wembley 1987. You Genesis fans out there know that footage very well. The show opens up with Mama and the whole audience in unison clapping to that. That's just a tremendous opening, even as a visual aspect to watch that and see them all doing Mama with the hands. So you got Mama, That's All, Home by the Sea, and Second Home by the Sea. And side 6, Throwing It All Away. And then to the 2 final tracks on vinyl from the Nebworth show in 92, No Son of Mine, and Driving the Last Spike, which I'm really happy that got included. Driving the Last Spike. That's probably one of the best latter day, like it's 30 years ago now. But from the last Genesis album with Phil Collins, Driving the Last Spike is easily one of the best songs they've ever made. So I'm really excited to dive into this this weekend and take this one out. BBC, how the recording quality is. They all came from FM, radio broadcasts. I'm sure they're halfway decently. Those ones from the early 70s, we'll find out. But yeah, and here's the side label for all you completists out there that want to see that. Got the Genesis logo and icon with BBC broadcasts. So yeah, a little short, quick unwrapping video for Genesis BBC broadcast. So did you get it? Let me know, and see you on 2 Legs soon. Bye.